Need to find a quarterback. They got a pocket pass like my mobile quarterbacks. Do a threat guy. Let's see what he look like. Maybe a gym. Nope. Another wide receiver. Force though, he ain't got no offers. I'm gonna shoot my shot at him.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, weather, 83 degrees.
And the Red Raiders will put it away to start the game.
Undefeated Cougars, 3-1 Texas Tech Raiders.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Houston Cougars offense will start this game off with the football. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking for a man. It's Wegman. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they took the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house.
Nice.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass, run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. But what a great job to take control of this game. And they've got it moving now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
I'm liking this 26 so far. I can speak for everybody else, but I'm liking it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense has the ball for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Gordon. Caught close to the marker, it's Eakin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes.
Beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
To the air, it's Morton.
Got
And
it.
he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Sure hands, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Wegman. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. They'll run play action.
Good play action.
It's complete to the left. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the outbound. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave it the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, you get some water inside.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
Oh, he snuck it in there.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Morton. That's caught. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll pull it on the read. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Raiders line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rushes on him. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shoot.
He's got it at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown Cougars. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Jumped on top of the pile. The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Got it set up on the outside. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. It's Joyner. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. A strike downfield. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To throw, it's Beckman. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All out of space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Grabs it in the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The give. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Great job by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got a little space. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first to the end zone, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to set up the screen. Still running at the 40. And another big game for this offense. They explosive pass after explosive pass up in this.
Late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll leave it with him. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Ball's out, and the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Back to pass, it's Morton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. There he goes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.